Nice.
Miss March 7th is looking for you everywhere. I don't know the details either, but she told me that if I see you, I should remind you to check your messages. She also said that some things you missed are actually extremely important.
Dahlia always knows what's on my mind.
So that means we'll be companions again in the next Trailblaze mission?
Of course. I deliberately picked up my pace for that. Though, sadly, I still missed out on some things.
Indeed. Had you joined the Amphorian expedition, it would have made a lot of things easier.
Oh, you're finally here! Big Sis Dahlia has been asking about you non-stop!
He's just been on a roll with these kind of jokes lately.
No worries. It's okay if he forgot. He's always preferred the latest new thing. Maybe he picked up that bad habit from me. Long time no see. Now, does anything ring a bell?
Who exactly are you?
What's gotten into you? Did Amphorius give you amnesia? How could you forget about Big Sis Dahlia? She was the one who helped you suppress the rampaging Stellaron back at the space station. Exactly! What's wrong with you? Totally! It was Big Sis Dahlia who dealt the final blow to that Lord Ravager the first time we went to the Cienjo. You haven't forgotten something that big, have you? That was why Big Sis Dahlia had to go back to the garden to recover and couldn't join us in Penacony.
No need for reminders from us. He has spent more time with the Dahlia than anyone else. Why don't you let her diagnose you? She's the Express's resident expert when it comes to matters regarding memories.
Oh, come on. Don't just stand there. Hurry up and get over here. It's not like this hasn't happened before. Leave it to Big Sis Dahlia. It'll be fine.
I concur. If there's an issue with memories, you better not waste any time. Why are you all... No. This isn't right.
Now's not the time for jokes.
We didn't have to be this direct. Guess there's no point in wasting any more effort. Your memories are truly extraordinary. It's as if they exist beyond the bounds of time itself. Why take memory so seriously? Welcome. Would you like me to dim the lights more? Don't worry, I haven't harmed your companions. What you've seen stays between us. I'd feel a bit hurt if I didn't leave any impression on you at all. My name is Constance, an ordinary member. If you like, you can do what everyone else does and call me the Dahlia for now. It's a bit complicated to explain, but through certain methods, I've brought you into my own heart. We could be watched if we met anywhere else. This is the only place where I can feel safe sharing secrets that should stay between us. Let me apologize. I thought that becoming someone you are familiar with would make things easier or simpler. Take it easy. That's exactly why I came to find you. All your questions will be answered. Let's start with the first question. Now, slowly turn around. And witness your own death. How does it feel to see your own corpse like this? I know death doesn't faze the nameless. It's practically just another day at the office for you. So don't worry. This scene isn't real. It comes from something you're all too familiar with. This was foreseen by the script. It's another possible ending for you in Penacony, but it was prevented by the Stellaron Hunters long ago. It's a tomorrow that never came. In other words, it's a non-existent memory. Actually, I'm one of them. That's quite the incredulous look. Like the others, I can't reveal too much. Even if we are hidden in this place, we can't escape from omnipresent destiny. But I trust you won't be surprised by a Stellaron Hunter's sudden visit. After all, that's what our two groups are. The Astral Express travels in pursuit of the light, casting long shadows in its wake. I'm here to tell you only one thing. Your memory of Penacony is incomplete. A part of it has already been stolen. That's hard to say for now, but the gravity of the situation is clear. Someone might have made you forget some critically important information. Either way, I must help you recover everything about the finality. It's not surprising. Have you ever kept a gentle pet? They can always guess what's on your mind, always actively trying to please you. Memories work the same way, if you ask me. Once your brain discovers a void in your memories, it'll carefully fill in the gap on its own, whether you need it or not. I will keep my promise. I will awaken your memories and save the cosmos's future. Perhaps I can also take this chance to peek into your past, which, if you ask me, should be quite interesting. Don't worry, I won't do anything inappropriate. It's just strictly business. Please, let me touch you a little bit. It's the only way I can probe through memories. You'll need some gentle stimulation to recover your forgotten memories. So brace yourself. Let us now go back to where it all began and see what exactly went wrong. Take it slow. Don't let the memories overwhelm you, and don't worry about getting lost. Remember my voice. Remember the touch you feel at this moment. It will guide you back to me. So, what did you see? Seems like a rough start. Don't worry. Chaos is pretty normal in the beginning. Can you still remember where this journey began? Pinnacle, the land of the dreams, located in the Moria-rich Asdana star system. At that time, a grand celebration of the harmony was about to begin, and as fate would have it, an invitation found its way into your hands. The family's esteemed guests are cordially invited to Penacony to participate in our grand celebration. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the watchmaker, Father Penacony, and thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber? There, you encountered Adventurine, an IPC executive who appeared to be answering the invitation alone, but was actually there to reclaim lost territory. He desperately sought allies, attempting to tip the family's scales with himself alone. And then there was Sunday, the former head of the Oak family, a path strider of the Order who would soon usurp the power of the Harmonious Choir and become your enemy. There was also his sister, the renowned Rob. She was meant to perform on stage, but got caught up in a series of unfortunate events, and in the end, found herself as lost as any bystander. Oh my! Have there been gaps in your memories from the very beginning? This is quite troublesome. Where should I begin? Right. Let's start with her. You must remember. That girl who called herself an artist and was hunted down by the family. Of course, her true identity is no longer a secret. What you see as a first encounter is actually a long-awaited reunion for her. Let's begin our story here. Think of that girl who could neither enter dreams nor wished to wake. Why did she slumber with you?
Is this what dreams are? I can't see anything. Can't hear anything. Nothing exists except darkness. I don't understand. Why do people long for this darkness? Don't move yet. It's going to hurt real bad. Is the surgery over? Yeah. As expected, you can't recover the ability to dream. Even after paying such a heavy price, you only get one shot at this. It's fine. One chance is all I need.
preparation is done, I'll let you officially enter the dream.
And then I'll be able to enter that land of dreams.
Don't get your hopes up. It's just a nickname. Your dream might not come true.
I've been waiting for this day. People always describe it this way. Once you wake up, it vanishes without a trace. That's why sweet dreams are so precious.
Sounds like you're just trying to make yourself feel better.
Maybe. But when the day we cross paths again arrives, I think I'll pretend we've never met and get to know you anew. As if starting all over. I made a promise with him. Our reunion is right before us. I have no reason not to give it my all.
Even if he's already forgotten it?
But I won't forget. No matter how this story ends, I want it to begin with a smile. In the future that Elio foresaw, we never had an ending. But I still have the chance to wrestle back from fate the right to have a beginning.
Thinking hard over there?
Just spacing out for a while. This is my first time dreaming, so it still feels a little odd. Everything here seems just like the real world. It's mind-blowing to think that I'm actually still lying in a life support pod.
Are you sure? Never mind. Hurry up. The Astral Express has arrived.
How is the situation? Can we avoid the family surveillance?
ID's already taken care of, but there's a snag. Let's walk and talk. Head to the room in front.
This time,
person. It could be a phenomenon. Can't say for certain. Anyway, just like the script says, no matter how you sneak in, you'll be found out.
There's not even a single gap. Even just for a couple of seconds.
It's not that we can't create one. The problem is that you're too powerful. You're no small fry. You're in Pentacron. You're a colossal threat. They'll be onto you even if you just try to enter the dream.
That means, even if I manage to sneak in, I won't be able to escape the family's pursuit.
Exactly. And a brawl won't change a thing. This is their turf. You'd be throwing your life away.
It might be risky, but I have a plan. The family still hasn't figured out who Stellaron Hunter Sam really is, right?
At least not this branch family.
Then let's use that to our advantage. I'll activate Firefly Type 4 and attack the Reverie Hotel. I studied their defenses on the way here. Their basic security won't be able to keep me in check. Create a commotion to force Sam in the spotlight. Then I'll rush back here at top speed, and while the chaos is still fresh, dive into the dream as Firefly.
Too risky. It's not worth it to expose our trump card Sam just for an uncertain gamble.
Though we're here, might as well give it a shot.
Let me extrapolate the route and calculate the security response time. Hold on.
What is it?
Weird. My readings show security is practically non-existent. That doesn't match what you told me. Describe to me what you see, just to be safe.
Describe? It's just your standard hotel setup. Sofa, dream pool, and... Who's there?
Relax. There's no one here. Ah, I knew it. What you're seeing isn't quite the same as the surveillance I see. That is weird. How does that work? Let me fix it. I told you, dreams are never as simple as they seem. How about now?
This place is...
You haven't gone anywhere. You've been here the whole time, saying weird stuff.
This is my first time dreaming, so it still feels a little odd. Everything here seems just like the real world.
And here I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sorry. Could you jog my memory again? It's a little fuzzy.
Following the script, we secured a discarded dream pool. Wasn't easy. Some IPC lackey decided to fight us for it.
IPC?
Forget it. It's not like they won. I converted it into a life support pod. Right now, we're both drifting at the edge of the Astana system.
I see. We're using the Synesthesia dreamscape. But it seems I haven't made it into the real Penacony.
This scenery doesn't exactly scream sweet dream anyway. It's probably some kind of buffer zone or something. What you saw just now was probably a mirage.
Right. Then the plan to attack the hotel won't work either.
only thing you can attack right now is me.
In other words, I'm still in the clear. And I'm just one step away from the 12 hours.
You always manage to find a silver lining in a pile of bad news.
At least things are much clearer now. Let me take a look elsewhere first. Maybe I'll stumble upon a good entrance to become a stowaway.
You scout ahead, I'll get in touch with the temp helper.
Silverwolf, did you hear something?
I didn't notice anything. Strange disturbances in the memory zone are nothing unusual. They say many memories of the past will replay over and over again.
Wait. I'd recognize that sound anywhere. Just as I thought. But why?
Shouldn't you take cover first?
No need. I know them too well.
It's not necessarily the real propagation. This star system went through the swarm disaster long ago, remember? And it was anything but small.
Are you saying this is just an echo from the past?
Ideally, yes. But it might also be more like a meme. A fear buried in the Asdanians' hearts like a nightmare.
So this dreamscape really isn't under the family's control.
Maybe you're right. Let's keep searching down this path. As for what they really are...
Let me try it out. Then we'll know.
Soaring above the lands, this is permanent!
Stand still.
Earth's shadows have it coming! Answer me!
Relax. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Way too weak. Nothing like in real life.
Time to say bye. Boom.
The remains are gone. Was it just an illusion formed by Memoria after all?
Figures. No wonder a scrapped dream pool isn't worth a dime. Without the family's protection, any regular visitor here is just begging for trouble. Better stay on guard. Not every illusion has good intentions.
Got it.
Also, you can actually just go around them. No one said you have to pay attention to the bugs. That's your bad habit.
Sorry. I just can't bring myself to look the other way.
Never mind. Everyone's the same. They all try to do something for the past, even when they know it's futile. If it makes you feel better, I'll leave it to you. Just be quick about it.
Thank you. But reliving old memories isn't always such a bad thing, is it?
Looks like this business trip has put you in good spirits. Oh, gotta got a response from our helper. Head to the main lobby. She'll send someone to meet you. But watch your back. That one's a masked fool. Who knows what they might...
Hello? The signal's gone. Here we go again. Huh? The mech won't start. Why? Huh? They didn't attack me. Are they running away? What lies at the end of this corridor? Debris everywhere. But weren't they just illusions? Could it be that there's someone else here besides me? The true Sting died from a high heat reaction. And the scar. How can this be? I know it all too well. This form is one thing, but even for Memoria, why would Glamoth's Iron Cavalry appear in Penacony? I hope we can see the stars on the next battlefield. Will we see each other again?
Then we should be able to find each other.
AR-214. Is this what dreams are? Is this nightmare your memory?
Alright. Not the best timing, but that's as far as this first try goes. So, how are you feeling? Any discomfort? Strictly speaking, these are my memories. I can't presume to speak for others. You had just arrived in Penacony at that time, and were checking in at the hotel. By now, you should know that memories are both precious and dangerous. I must be extremely careful in allowing all the details of the past to come to the surface. If too many memories come flooding back at once, it would be too much for you to bear. Relax. The dust is being swept aside, speck by speck. Look. Though part of it was stolen, the memory of Penacony has become clear again. What you just witnessed was her beginning. This dream diverges into two parallel paths. Yours, named the Trailblaze, and hers, named the Finality. These two paths will eventually intersect. And to reach that moment, we must find more contradictions in the memories. You still remember her, don't you? Robin, known by all You encountered her early on at the hotel in reality. After you entered the dream, she was using the Harmony's power to help you adjust to the sweet dream. Oh, it's just that. After your farewell, she had already become a victim of a sinister plot when you saw her again. What did she discover during that time that would make her suffer such a terrible fate? Be careful. This time, we're going to dig deeper into a past utterly at odds with the memories you hold.
Are you alright?
Surprisingly, I don't feel anything.
Well, you are in the dreamscape after all.
Seems like our guest here hasn't gotten used to the transition. Fret not. Feeling a sense of weightlessness is normal for new visitors. Right. Please guide our friend in getting more comfortable with the new environment. Robin,
Leave it to me. Don't worry, just relax. You'll be feeling like your normal self in no time. Even so, tuning is still beyond me.
don't worry. Keep going. I'll help you.
But brother, this...
what did you do to me?
Relax. Just did some tuning on you with the resonance of the harmony to allow you to control your limbs freely in the dreamscape. Essentially, the dream of Penacony is a world formed by memoria. Only by fully understanding its nature can you move freely within it. Unless you're one of the memo keepers of the Garden of Recollection, it can be difficult at first to manipulate the memoria as you wish. Once you've been tuned by the harmony, you can use the same laws of physics from the real world to understand how the dream world works. Oops. I've fallen into my professional habits again. I just can't seem to shake off this urge to be a know-it-all.
Don't mind him. He's always like that. Please, enjoy the beautiful dreamscape the family has built for everyone. We shall take our leave. Have a blast! Sorry, brother.
I'm the one who should apologize. I knew you weren't feeling well, yet I made such an unreasonable request. I should have known. Losing your voice was just the tip of the iceberg. The real problem lies with the harmony, doesn't it?
Just as I thought. You figured it out too.
Your letter. I've kept it with me all this time. Don't worry. This is crucial. I'll uncover the truth before the festival begins.
Let me help you shoulder some of the burden. Did something happen in Penacony?
The Charmony Festival is approaching, and with all sorts of guests mingling, Mr. Gopherwood must focus entirely on the preparations, leaving no attention for other matters. This creates an opening for some people to exploit. If there really is a traitor in the family, now would be the perfect time to make their move.
I heard the Dream Master has fallen ill. Since I came back, I haven't seen him
an accident not long ago. He's gravely ill, and I'm afraid he won't be able to appear in his humanoid form for a while. That's why we need to help him even more. Leave the investigation to me. You don't have to worry about anything else. Just focus on the stage.
But
No buts. Listen, Robin. Never get involved with death in dreams. You need to sing your heart out. I promise you, when the curtain rises, no noise will drown out your brilliance. Not even the shadow of harmony itself.
that's true. Ever since we were kids, there's nothing my big brother couldn't handle. Then I'll go get ready. I won't take up any more of your time. Be careful, brother. And don't forget to save a good spot for yourself.
Of course. Who says I can't play favorites once in a while?
See you later. Big brother, you're always hiding your true feelings like this. You're acting like everything's fine. I saw you at Two-Light Pavilion. You were clearly at your wit's end. When I wrote that letter, I could still barely manage to tune. Later, things just kept getting worse. My intuition tells me that something must be wrong with the dreamscape. In my current state, I'm wondering if I can even sense any anomalies. I'll do my best. Let's hope this is just a false alarm. I've been wondering about something from just now. There seems to be a faint dissonance nearby. Is that her?
Don't even think about running away. You stowaway.
Sorry for bothering you. Please, I need your help.
What's wrong? I'll help you. I can't possibly ignore a beautiful lady.
Hey, look! She has an accomplice.
Good work. Now we can nab them both in one go.
Stowaway? Seems it wasn't a coincidence. Bloodhound picked up that strange noise too, just like I did. Better to stay out of sight for now. If that girl really is an outsider, this could be my chance.
That's enough, boys. Sir. What's gotten into you? Open your eyes and take a good look. Is this lady the stowaway we're looking for?
Who's this?
Don't you know him?
Look at his brown hair, grey vest.
He's the officer, sent here by the family to maintain order at the Charmony Festival.
I see. Sir, the thing is, we're trying to apprehend a stowaway. And that young lady there looks very suspicious. We're sure she's the one.
That's nonsense. Take another look, will ya? The witness report says that the suspect is a lad with silver hair. You guys are going after a girl with silver hair. Does that even make sense? She's our guest. Well, Just get out of my way and I'll take care of this. Yes, sir.
Something's off. He's not lying. Why? An officer from the Bloodhound family shouldn't fail to sense something is amiss.
Don't worry. I believe this is just a misunderstanding. How could such a lovely girl like you be a student?
Thanks. Without your kind help, I wouldn't know what to do.
Just part of the job. I need to get going. If you need help, you can reach out to me through the young bloodhounds in this area. I wish you an enjoyable experience in this land of dreams.
Too many people know me. It wouldn't be wise to follow them so openly. Looks like I'll have to use a few methods of my own. We need to get closer. Find a hidden spot. I hope I still have the strength to do this.
Although the Bloodhounds mistook me for Stowaway, I'm actually a local. My name is Firefly, and I'm from the Iris family. I work as a stage performer, although right now I'm just an extra.
Success! Thank goodness I wasn't discovered. That girl claims to be an artist from the Iris family, but I can't hear any resonance in her voice.
Well, we can talk about that another time. Right now, I want to give you a tour of the town. Here we go.
If I'm wrong about this, I'll make it up to you properly afterward.
Since this is your first time here, I say we start with the easiest games. The Dreamy Rose and Lucky Wheel are pretty straightforward.
Just here to play games? I guess I was worried for nothing. Sorry, Trailblazer and Miss Firefly. Maybe this was just a beautiful encounter. Nothing more. I should leave the dreamscape and see the sights beyond it. Maybe things will be better in the real world. Running at a time? They split up?
Everyone needs to be here and here. Not to be left alone, but just a reminder. Don't forget about your first death.
Who's she talking to? What's this about death? Shh. Let's not talk about this right now. I think someone's following me.
Did you have fun?
No. My intuition was right. That girl is definitely not what she seems. Now I need to be extra careful. And who's this? A companion? I feel like things are getting more and more chaotic.
Long time no see, superstar.
There's someone else. Oh! Lady Siobhan?
Still radiant as ever. I could spot you from a mile
say hi. What brings you here?
Drawing too much attention is never a good thing.
Oh, reminds me of that old saying, from afar, anyone under the spotlight seems endlessly charming. But only when you get close do you realize how restless that heart truly is.
Sorry you had to see that. I just came out to clear my head. Charmony Festival is coming up soon and I'm a bit nervous.
I heard about your voice issue. Drop by the Dream Jolt Hospital when you're free, and I'll take a look at what's going on.
Thanks. I never thought even after all this time, I'd still be troubling you, Lady Siobhan.
You must be pretty nervous to be this normal with me.
Looks like my analysis is spot on. Follow me, you two. Let me give you a taste of the adult world.
I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave. I'll come visit you properly. It's just that, right now...
You need some alone time, I get it. It's a date then. Catch you later, superstar.
It's a deal.
Right. It is the Charmony Festival after all. As people say, you'll be performing for the Harmony. Remember? Before one of your tours, I asked you a question. It's been quite a while since then. I wonder if you found your answer. Robin, what do you sing for?
I think I've got my answer now. But instead of words, I'd rather answer with a song. That would be more convincing, no?
That's actually more convincing than a straight answer. Looking forward to your performance.
Sorry, Lady Siobhan. If there was more time, we could have had a proper chat. Now, let's get down to business. The distance. So far. Just where did they go? The static's gone. They passed through the commercial district. And past the Papashi Club. And then the voice just vanished. Did she return to reality? That can't be right. There's no entrance or exit there. Again? Further away than before. This time in... Dream's Edge. Oh, I get it now. It's the underground tunnel. Right. Makes sense. I should have known. That place is a hotspot for smuggling cases. I should have pressed those two bloodhounds for answers back then. Anyway, I'll check it out. Can't navigate any further from here. Is it because the dreamscape construction isn't complete yet? The family never stops leaving their sweet dreams. And Pinnacle has always maintained good relationships with the outside world. Why would someone choose this moment, of all times, to plot something sinister?
joined the Bloodhound family, you're the one who delivered the family's greetings. You probably don't remember me. No, that's too early for me to say. I'm not worthy.
Of course I remember you, Mr. Loka.
This is unbelievable.
I don't spend a lot of time in Penna, but I've even fewer chances to build out a harmony. If I'm willing to go, I always make sure to get to know everyone beforehand. After all, family greetings can't be mere pleasantries. They must be heartfelt blessings for each and every family member.
Miss Robin, you're absolutely dazzling. Oh, by the way, what brings you to Dream's Edge? Do you have anything you need from us?
Pardon me, but have you seen two dwarfs? They both have gray hair, and one of them is a young lady wearing a hair clip.
You're looking for someone? I don't really recall seeing them. I can keep an eye out for you if you like. Don't bother. Mr. Sunday! What are you doing here? I heard someone's up to no good, so I came to check things out myself. Just kidding. Don't be so tense. Robin hasn't been home for a while, so I brought her here specifically to look around and reminisce about her childhood days. As for those two mentioned earlier, they were guests we met. They left some items behind, which I've already returned. There's no need to ask anyone else about it. Understood. There's a construction site ahead, so we won't go any further. Goodbye.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Loka.
I couldn't speak freely earlier. Robin, why did you come here?
Like you said, I'm here to reminisce about old times. What about you? What brings you here?
Tracking down criminals is my duty. And you, my dear sister, you've always been this stubborn. And in times like these, I wish you never had this trait. You're still investigating on your own, ignoring what I said?
Yeah. I can't stop thinking of death, so I followed some people all the way here. After all, I witnessed that horrific scene at the Dewlight Pavilion with my own eyes. I can't let you bear this burden alone.
Oh, so you saw them. Those family members who were in the sweet dream, yet death took them away.
I only saw documents strewn on the tabletop. If my brother had even an ounce of energy left, he would never have tolerated such a disorganized sight. Just like now, if it weren't for getting the truth out of you. I absolutely won't tolerate your arrogant and disrespectful facade.
What are you talking about, dear sister?
Just kidding. Don't be so tense. But my brother never jokes around with strangers. I watched as he smoothed away the sharp corners of himself, bit by bit, hiding them in the deepest corners of his heart. Stop insulting my elder brother. Otherwise, you won't just be dealing with the family. You'll be dealing with me too.
And here I thought you'd enjoy my little creative spin I put on him. Don't you think he's more likable that way?
I trust you're mentally prepared to face the consequences of posing as a family head on Penacony.
Jeez, I didn't expect to get played by a little bird. But do you really think you've got what it takes? There's no shortage of people trying to catch me, chicken-winged girl. What makes you so special?
This place is still governed by the 5 lineages. And along the way, you've seen how many of their members are stationed here. Besides, here at the edge of the dreamscape, I can also...
What do you mean can't? You think you can get your lost power back? I'll give credit where it's due. You must be quite talented to have been chosen as a court master for the Charming Festival. You're also quite clever. You almost got everything right, except for one thing. Silent little bird. Have you considered that maybe your sweet dreams never changed at all? They just stopped welcoming you because you grew up. Like a mask. Once you wear it for too long, you can never take it off again. As for that mask of yours, is it really called the Harmony? The Twin of the Order? You know what they say. Robins will fight tooth and nail to protect their territory, even at the cost of their own lives. Looks like that name suits you pretty well. Oh, right on schedule. Gray hair should be wrapping up soon. Miss Sparkle, time to head to the next scene.
Let's roll! Oh my! I thought I could fool your eyes at the edge of the dreamscape. But I guess there's no hiding from you on your home turf. What? You want to settle the score with me for messing with your people? Why don't we sit down and have a chat? You seem like a patient one to me. So tell me, what exactly do you want to take from me?
How are you feeling? Need to take a break? The fool killed her. And the crime scene you witnessed was staged by her. Of course, there's no such thing as true death on Penacony. For Robin, this is just a minor setback. That stage is called the Sweet Dream. Everyone upon it carries their own desires, striving to see them fulfilled. Yet when those desires intertwine and collide, the sparks that fly are dazzling, and clarity itself becomes obscure. Before we continue, I have one more question. We've spent some time together, so at this moment, how do you feel about me? How much are you willing to trust me? As a matter of fact, I've appeared in your memories before. And similarly, it was related to Penacony. That's exactly what I like to hear. Let's continue then. Let's follow that train of thought and delve deeper. Even I don't know about your experiences in Dream's Edge. When I asked Firefly about it, she declined to give an answer. But judging from her expression, I believe it must have been a beautiful and unforgettable time that belonged to just the two of you. And Sparkle wasn't just here for fun. She's in cahoots with the Stellaron Hunters. She disguised herself as someone from your past, using every means possible to hint at the truth of the dreamscape. In the end, she simply sent you both deep into the dreamscape. What a kind-hearted fool she was. Thanks to her, you and Firefly managed to uncover a piece of Watchmaker Mikhail's past. And the dangers that lurk within. A memory zone mean something unto death. At least back then, you mistakenly thought it was dangerous. With the help of a, let's say, graceful memo keeper lady, you managed to escape from there. But in the rush, you and Firefly got separated, and her experiences afterward might differ from what you remember. I was there at that time, too. See you next time. Hurry. Don't worry, I've got you. How are you feeling? Passing through Memoria so suddenly always leaves you in a daze. That memo keeper had ulterior motives. She could have sent all of you away, but deliberately kept you behind.
What happened just now?
It's a memory zone meme. Some Penaconian legends mentioned it and called it death. I caught something unusual, but couldn't get a clear look at it.
But I saw it. In that instant, before it was about to strike, a reflection of another dreamscape appeared in its pupils. It was somewhat similar to the 12 hours, yet the atmosphere was completely different. What if death doesn't exist in sweet dreams? Or so they say. But what if that's not a lie? Perhaps death is just sinking into a deeper dreamscape.
Too bad. A nosy memo keeper had to show up. Next time you meet, leave it to me. I'll give her an experience she won't soon forget.
Every time you say that, it's always you who seems to be having fun. This time, try not to go overboard. It's not necessarily a bad thing. If I really do meet my end, I won't have a chance to tell them the truth anyway. Are they still around?
I can't sense them anymore. I'm afraid they must have gone back to reality.
Hold on. Still no good. I can't get in touch with Silverwolf in the primordial dreamscape. Oh. I left her a message. If she gets it, she'll help guide him back here. Or we could head back to reality first and get in touch with Silverwolf.
Hold on. Recklessly crossing through the dreamscape now would be far more dangerous than before.
What's the matter?
Death caused such a huge commotion that the omnipotent being within the sweet dream has turned its gaze upon this place.
Then aren't we?
We should be fine for now. Death has his attention. As long as we are careful, we won't be exposed. Within this dreamscape, we might find a way to strike back against it. Before you arrived, I did some digging around. From what I've learned, it'll be of some use. Let's go look for it before they come back. It's that memory zone meme. Be careful. What's that? Firefly. Let's go and check it out.
From the traces nearby, it was Death's doing. But did they really die?
No, your conjecture is right. It's just that these birds weren't welcome in another dreamscape.
You've seen them before?
Yes, but that's what makes this so intriguing. The outcome of the battle was the complete opposite of what I expected. That reminds me, there's something important I still haven't asked you yet. Would you like to die together with me?
Today? Not really.
I just love catching you off guard like that. It's adorable. Then, take a few steps back. I have a few conjectures. There might be some risk. If anything happens, don't worry about me.
What are you...
Just as I thought,
So, what happened?
these ravens are the incarnation of the Dream Master Gopher Wood, that omnipotent being in the sweet dream. In front of him, even death has no strength to resist. The power I just released should have been enough for him to notice and deliver a fatal blow. Yet here we are, completely unharmed.
You know, you're quite similar to Blade sometimes. I mean, when you're staring death in the face.
It's not relief I feel. I'm savoring a once-in-a-lifetime thrill.
If only it was just once for me too. But was it really him? If I remember correctly, the Dream Master's body was burned to ashes in a riot long ago. And he can now only sustain his life within the sweet dream.
Not only that, over the long passage of time, he has merged himself with every inch of Penacony's life. The title Dream Master doesn't mean he merely controls the dreamscape. Rather, it means he has already turned the dreamscape itself into his second body. In extreme cases, he could probably burn all of Penacony to the ground. Though hopefully he wouldn't have the heart to do it.
We better act fast.
Easy now. We're safe for the time being. Maybe it's not that he doesn't want to act against us, but rather that he can't. At least, not yet. Lately, Gopher Wood has been claiming to be ill, never appearing in the 12 hours. Yet just recently, he buried his darkest crime deep within the dreamscape.
So, you're saying that burying this crime took a heavy toll on him, leaving a flaw in his supposed omniscience and omnipotence. That does sound plausible. Could it have something to do with the Watchmaker's legacy?
I don't think so. After all, that secret was branded as the darkest. And perhaps the legacy is not unknown. Only by seeing it for ourselves can we know. A mistake anyone could make. Setting up layer upon layer of security around a secret only ends up exposing its flaws. give it a shot and build up some experience dealing with memes.
There won't be any new experiences. I'll activate Firefly Type 4 and end this quickly.
What a pity. I would have much preferred to see you in a pinch, so you'd have to rely on me all the more.
My bird shatters heaven trumpet, soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
Stand still.
I'm weak for the heart. It takes a fall.
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom. When it comes to this, you're the expert. Yet I've always imagined calling upon.
Is this it? An entrance?
It only looks like an entrance. That crack doesn't lead anywhere. It's a lock of memories. And the key is a light cone carrying specific memories. Clearly, Gopher Wood had help from a memory keeper. And since that light cone isn't in our hands, I fear we'll be returning empty-handed.
Is there really no other way?
We could try our luck. Perhaps the memo keeper helping Gopher Wood shares the same habits as me. I'll take a look, but don't get your hopes up. Pretty careless indeed. Just like an old friend of mine. Looks like we're in luck. We found one of their contingencies. Do you have memories like that? A moment in time you never want to forget. One that you find yourself reliving over and over again.
Of course. More than just one.
What a shame. Don't take it to heart. I'm just imitating those annoying memo keepers. In their view, the more memory is recalled, the more likely it is to become distorted beyond recognition. Each time you recall a memory, you risk distorting its true face. That's how they justify the necessity of light cleaning. How tragic. They never understood the truth. The more eternal a thing, the more it stirs the desire to destroy it. They weren't wrong about the present situation. Even if Gopher Wood were to come in person, he'd need to bring a specific light cone. His own memories can no longer be trusted. That's exactly why we have a contingency plan right in front of us.
But I haven't seen anything since just now.
Oh, sorry. Inside here, there must be some kind of gentle trigger that would help him recover his memories before they are subjected to distortion.
But for us, that's probably meaningless. Whatever triggers his memories would just seem bizarre and random to us. Still, let's go take a look inside. We might pick up some clues at least.
That's right. Go ahead. Every action brings joy. And a price to pay.
Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow. And once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day.
How can this be? that really you?
You don't have to force yourself. I can take care of it.
No, it's okay.
Was it her that you saw when infiltrating Penacony?
Yes, I saw her fighting off the swarm. But it was just Memoria, and it vanished quickly. Silverwolf mentioned that Penacony had also faced a swarm invasion before. I kept telling myself that she was just passing by and lending a helping hand. And after everything was over, she had already left, safe and sound.
So this time, do you still want to know the answer?
Would it be any different? I really want you to tell me that this is not real. It's just Memoria. But thinking about it calmly, nothing can change it. A memory is ultimately something that's already happened.
You're more composed than I expected.
I wish I wasn't like this. She and we could be called friends. I wish I could just break down and cry for her, like any normal person would, to mourn her loss. But what surfaced in my mind was that one sentence. This is our predestined fate, and one day, I too shall meet the same end.
One day.
Not today. Though it's already too late. There are still other things I can do for her.
Maybe you should calm down first. Unfortunately, this isn't Memoria, but a real Glamoth map. Clearly, Penacony was her final destination.
I'm surprised she made it to Penacony at all.
Oh, the Glamoth regulations. She broke those prohibitions?
Worse than that. She was the first and only deserter of the Glamoth Iron Cavalry. The Empire hadn't fallen yet. But she didn't want to accept the fate of dying in battle. So she left. On her own. She said she wanted to choose how she would die. We had a brief farewell, but I didn't stop her. I couldn't. Leaving the Glamoth Empire itself would quickly drain her life away. If we can't change the outcome, why should I stop her from making her own choice?
Quickly drain her life away. Oh, entropy loss syndrome.
Yes, just like me. Leaving the cockpit without permission is strictly prohibited. Surviving knights must actively return to formation. These aren't just military regulations, they're the terms of our survival. When not piloting the Firefly Type 4, I must stay in the cryosleep pod. Otherwise, my entropy loss syndrome will only get worse.
So, have you figured out the reason yet?
When he and Kafka found me, I had just finished my duties as a Glamoth Knight. My final battle as a Glamoth Knight. The Empire fell, and all restrictions vanished. For the first time, green flames ignited upon my body. And for the first time, I touched the true path power that the Glamoth Knights wield. That's when I realized entropy loss syndrome is a death called living.
The propagation. That's the true source of the Glamoth Iron Cavalry's power?
Yes, like Glamont's Iron Cavalry. They weren't given a sense of self. The moment they stray from the hive, they're already dead. Same goes for Intrabular syndrome. Could you help me take her away? I don't want to leave her here alone. After all this is over, I want to give her a proper burial, just like any normal person.
I'm happy to help. She wanted to escape her fate, but in the end, she died fighting against the Swarm and Penacony. The detestable thing about destiny is that it brooks no defiance. Do you know her name?
When we parted, she had no name, just like me. But I hope, by the time she leaves this world, she will have found both a name and a purpose for her life.
Why did Gopher Wood leave her here? No matter how much I think about it, everything he's scheming couldn't possibly be connected to the propagation. How deeply is your past intertwined with this place?
It's not clear yet. But obviously she had multiple fatal wounds on her body. She didn't die from entropy loss. Before we left, Kafka told me, in her view, dreams are inherently a convergence of the past. It's the same for everyone, no matter how much you want to avoid it. No matter what you're seeking, you can't avoid it. Perhaps she was right. However, the Dream Master's weakness has also given us an opportunity.
Good. Now then. Oh?
Good news. It seems like we've got a few intruders in this dreamscape. Looks like Silver Wolf can still pick up signals from here after all. That was fast.
Must be that Memo Keeper's guidance. Either she's lost her sense of restraint or got something nasty up her sleeve.
Let's go check it out.
Aren't hiding anything, are you?
Great. He's okay too.
Hold on. There's a troublesome stranger here.
She looks familiar. She's...
Oh? You don't know? Setting allegiances aside, she's much more dangerous than the Dream Master. When facing an emanator who walks in nihility, we must always tread carefully, no matter when or where.
an emanator of the nihility. Was she ever mentioned in the script?
No. If it weren't for my father's death, I wouldn't have known about this either.
Your arrival is timely. This dreamscape is fraught with danger. Since our destination is the same, how about we join forces? I can protect you from harm, but in the memory zone, I'll need assistance from the Memo Keeper as well. But if we run into the family, it wouldn't hurt to have one more person to explain the situation.
Absolutely not. We need to keep her away from him.
Shh, be careful. What's wrong? Right now, their journeying together is actually saving us a lot of trouble. I can sense it. Death has cast its shadow once again. It's close. And unless things change, they'll cross its path before long. That Mr. Stellaron is clearly unfamiliar with Memoria. And that arrogant Swan, always mindful of appearances, is unwilling to show all her cards. Only with Acheron present can they cross beyond death.
Then all the more reason I should find them right now and tell them the truth. There's no need for another conflict with death.
If she chooses to twist the truth, you won't be able to convince the others. Here, a memo keeper's word carries more weight. No need to rush things. There's still time to reveal the truth later.
Absolutely not. Have you forgotten? As a Stellaron hunter, I have a 0-point mission. One that must be completed at any cost. If there's even the slightest chance that Acheron might draw her blade, I cannot let him be there.
Oh? I thought you wouldn't care. Haven't you had enough of sacrificing yourself for duty?
My dream was destined to shatter from the start. But for them, it's still not time to wake up. Can I ask you for one more thing? There might be a way to have the best of both worlds, but I need to find death before them.
That's not hard. It's still lingering in this domain, but a win-win solution?
I don't know for sure, but it's worth a shot. Maybe it's not always hostile. And even if it is, once I activate Firefly Type 4, I can quickly subdue it. But if we're dealing with the worst case scenario, Elio once said that I would face death 3 times in Penacony. And for this first death, I want to decide how it comes.
I just hope that reunion a moment ago didn't Go on. I burned a hole through the Memoria that'll take you straight to the mean. Perfect. It might not stick around in one place for long.
Got it. Thank you. There's no sign of anything. Could it have already left? Nothing strange here either. Wait! It's right here. I need to end this quickly.
Watch out! A dangerous presence lurks nearby.
Already? There's some time. Then I'll... It's fine. It's fine. At least I get to choose how to die. That alone is great. Besides, this is just a dream. This one won't hurt that much. This is just my first death. I still have plenty of time to fulfill the promise we made together.
You should be able to recall at least some of what comes next. She hoped to reveal the truth of the dreamscape to you through her own death. At the moment she was impaled, even the emanator of the nihility of the altar lay wavering in hesitation. That was her way of securing the best of both worlds. Unfortunately, fate still played a cruel trick on her. The Memoria transformed so quickly that she didn't even have a chance to explain. After that, she arrived at Dreamflux Ridge, land of the exiles, the true Pinnacle. The family went to great lengths to conceal its existence, using death as their justification. However, at that she still couldn't venture deeper with peace of mind. Unable to reveal the truth, the situation that had worried her before continued to persist. She was burning with anxiety to return and get you away from the battlefield. Fortunately, a kind and caring lady was still watching over her. I reached out to help once again. Her worst fears didn't materialize. Death retreated on its own, allowing you all to escape unscathed. After that, guided by Black Swan, you tried to uncover the truth behind Firefly's death. However, as you must have noticed, be it losing contact with her companions, or the embarrassment of being unable to activate her mech, those Memoria illusions were clearly left behind when she infiltrated Penacony from the memory zone. That hardly matters. Because of Black Swan's blunder, Firefly gained the precious time she needed. When she appeared before you again, she was already using a different identity. That encounter stirred the whirlpool of destiny, causing many paths to converge. And after you left,
Do you still dream, Hunter, of those slain by your hand? I still see them in my dreams. Halted. Their time hasn't come yet.
My time.
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances. They can never recover others. You know different. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo people away. Why? Did Destiny Slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. Now it's my turn to ask. Who exactly are you?
Why ask when you already know the answer? I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. So, I know who is inside that cold armor. Therefore, I can sense it. You know who I am. You know this blade, and the meaning that lies behind it. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down to our talk?
It's not yet time. You should know so much. Lost self-annihilator.
Like I said, my memory isn't great, so you needn't worry. What's next then? Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan.
No need for that. No harm in telling you. On Penacony, Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral Express to pursue the Grand Legacy. The Astral Express is not your enemy. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about the dreamscape.
Already on. Before we part ways, let me give you a piece of advice. No matter which path you and I walk, death is the inevitable finale. Even if we say farewell and then we're unveiled, we shall have one final reunion when Turnless ascends to godhood once more. holds true on Penacony.
I've already been to the Dream Flux Reef. It's not a secret that's hard to uncover.
Well, I'm afraid you have yet to realize just how awake you truly are. It is precisely because life dares to slumber that they can wake.
Ascends to godhood once more. Even if she's an emanator, she shouldn't.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
Thanks. I hope. Huh? A phone call? At a time like this?
You can turn him down. You know what I mean.
But Elio said I'm the perfect candidate.
Candidate. So Elio finally came to a conclusion.
Yes, he said he saw the fourth fate clearly, and there won't be any more surprises. He also chose me as the last survivor. Just like him.
Which path is it?
The nihility. After it engulfs everything, I must be the last survivor. Giving my all to turn the tide.
How ruthless.
However, it's a bit different from the other three. Before that, I have other matters that need my attention. If possible, I must prevent him from being tainted by the power of nihility. Even the slightest trace of it. After all, everything he carries is not only heavier, but also more precious.
If possible is a bit vague.
I suppose, if it comes to that, even if I have to die for it, I cannot run away.
In the future that Elio foresaw, we never had an ending. But I still have a chance to wrestle back from fate the right to have a beginning.
Your guest room in reality is surprisingly modest. An aesthetic you share, Ms. Acheron. It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Game. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know much, and I can predict even more. With some help, the dead can be made to speak. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Wherever they go, shall be met by annihilation.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
Wishing for undisturbed rest, away from the stars. Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone will know.
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out. What happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. The wrong way. It's like it's been erased. Who's done this? Are you? Who are you? It's... Is this not a memory?
A memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dolly is not welcome to break the star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you? I know you're looking for. You want her secret. I can give it to you. And then, you can enjoy the banquet for me. I wish you unforgettable memories.
Cut the mystical act. I'm absolutely certain you're not thousands of miles away. In that primordial memory zone, my acuity was blocked at every turn. I thought it was because of the family, but it turns out there was a color present. What brings you here?
My, how aggressive. Are you backed into a corner? Or have you figured something out? What could bring Constance of the Everflame Mansion here?
That's your fatal flaw, mysterious crewmate. The Annihilation Gang has always operated in plain sight, with no secrets among its members. And Duke Inferno has never had an offspring named Constance.
Oh, are you so sure? What if I'm just too capricious and can't help but betray anyone?
That's impossible. The Antimatter Legion has been after her this whole time.
Aren't you the same? The Garden of Recollection launched 14 pursuits trying to erase me. And in that final one, I died right in front of you, didn't I?
It really is you.
To interrupt interrupt another's reunion. Such a graceless act. But by all means. After this, we'll have ourselves a nice long talk about your ingratitude, my dear Sally. That's a peculiar look in your face. Before this, I was always anxious about this moment. Always afraid you might find me threatening. Of course. Everything about Penacony is more important than you think. To prevent other terrible outcomes, the Stellaron hunters were forced to use great power. If you're willing, and if you can endure it, I can keep going. Or perhaps... Would you prefer to indulge in my double standards? Yeah, we were quite close. Don't get the wrong idea from how I phrased it back then. I've always thought that when two people are locked in a knife fight, with their blades pressed to each other's throats, they become more intimate than any pair of dancers. Now, let's turn our gaze to where the threads of destiny intertwine. Soon after, you finally learned Black Swan's intentions. She made a deal with the IPC to bring you before Adventuring. In order to reclaim Penacony, the IPC had been seeking temporary allies. As a show of Anisha's sincerity, he revealed his discovery to you. The crime scene of Robin's death that was staged by the fleet. From that moment on, Adventuring embarked upon his great gamble. Willing to shatter the cornerstone as precious as life itself, he deceived Sunday with his schemes, earning himself a chance to risk it all. With such a high-stakes gamble, he succeeded in provoking the Emanator's strike. The family's carefully guarded secret was exposed, and you, caught in the eye of the storm, were pulled into the chaos. But that's all about the living. In the same moment, what became of those within the world of the dead? Miss Robin arrived at Dreamflux Reef ahead of you. But what awaited her wasn't the uncertainty of a gamble, but rather a destined life and a destined death.
Brother, I don't understand. For a bird, does flying also need a why?
Since it falls to us to decide whether to release it back to the sky, we must take responsibility for that choice.
That really sounds like Mr. Gopher would. But I've made up my mind. Let it soar free and wild. If I had feathers and wings like it does, I definitely want to fly. Even if just to try it once. Besides, your brother will help it, right?
But
It's truly reassuring to hear such words before parting. Come, Sunday. Your little sister will be walking ahead of you now.
Oh, how did you...
The gods bestowed upon us heavenly fire, and with it divine tribulations. Let them be, for we are all mortals, born to love and to suffer. Today, more than one little bird will embark on their long journey. How could I miss the moment of your departure? Miss Robin.
Sorry. Where was I?
In Dream's Edge, a masked fool attacked you and left behind a parting gift.
It's hard to call it a gift. When the fool killed me, they put a mask on my face. But when I woke up in Dreamflux Reef, it was gone, and I couldn't feel any effects from it.
As for that mask of yours, is it really called the Harmony? The Twin of the Order.
She might be hinting at something, but I still can't figure out what she means.
Speaking of which, how's that anomaly of yours doing now?
I'm gradually getting better. There's no denying that Dreamflux Reef also spreads the Harmony, and it hasn't been affected by the family's traitor. As for my loss of voice, I still need to keep investigating. Perhaps I've been wearing a mask all along, without even realizing it.
If you need any help, just say the word.
Thanks for your help. I'm starting to get familiar with this place. But Dreamflux Reef is so isolated. Is there any way to know what's happening outside? I want to check on my brother's situation.
It's easy. Just head to where all the action is. Want me to show you the way?
I'll take a walk around by myself. Thanks, Mr. Micah.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Answer me.
Stand still. Relax.
I weep for the departed. It takes too long.
Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
Can you hear me? That voice. Over here. Are you Miss Firefly? So you did notice me after all. Sorry, but I can't show myself right now. Could we talk somewhere more private? To be honest, I have no reason to trust you. I get it. But I can assure you this isn't a trap. If you really need a reason, there are anomalies in the 12 hours. We are suspicious of the Dream Master's true identity. Lead the way. But let me be clear. Agreeing to me doesn't imply anything about my stance. If you really wish to have a proper conversation, you shouldn't resort to provocation like this. I apologize. But she's different from other crewmates. She has no intention of stealing memories. The same goes for me. I've never wished to destroy the sweet dream. Sneaking into the dream was my only option. I really like Penacony as a tourist. This is my first time dreaming. And Penacony is more wonderful than I imagined. Thanks. So, what brings you here? I'm sure you've noticed it too. The Dream Master Goku would completely merge with the dreamscape, becoming virtually omniscient and omnipotent in Penacony. Now, he's losing his grip on the dreamscape. To find out why, we conducted some investigations. In the primordial dreamscape, we uncovered a crime that he had buried away. We suspect that's why his powers aren't what they used to be. And that's why he's been telling everyone he's under the weather.
Crime? I'll show you later. Belonging to expect. You won't believe me unless you saw it with your own eyes.
You've indeed uncovered many clues. But before we proceed, I must confirm your true intentions. My purpose is about a reunion, a rescue, and a farewell. Will you believe me? Miss Firefly, that expression and tone of yours just now, I've seen it many times in my dreams. Expression? That's the look one has when describing what they hold most dear in their heart. So I'll trust you this time. When I first left Penacony, the Dream Master gave me a parting gift. A divine law, so to speak.
For a leader of 5 lineages, that's pretty cheap, isn't it?
Since then, I've walked the path of harmony as a path strider, wielding its power. Until I returned once again for the Journey Festival. In the 12 hours converged by the Dream Master, I developed symptoms of losing my voice, and the strength of the harmony began to wane. Yet in the Dream Flux Suite, I wasn't affected at all. I believe that the path he once pointed to might not have been named harmony. That's why I gradually became incompatible with the sweet dream. In the past, the Dream Master would harmonize for me. But when he was too busy to tend to me, I finally noticed something was wrong. So, which path did he choose to walk? It's not clear yet. There aren't many clues about this, but I suspect it's the Order. Thank you, Miss Robin. You've helped us clear up many of our doubts. However, regarding the Dream Master's path, we have different conjectures. What is it?
Come with me. It's time to see it with your own eyes. Here lie secrets that the family tried to conceal, and a long, romantic tale. Sadly, most of it has nothing to do with us.
I remember that name. Galaxy Ranger, worthy of admiration. When Penacony was plagued by the swarm disaster in the past, he was the the one who fearlessly protected our sweet dream. That's why we had to come here. We suspect that after turning away from the family, the Dream Master sided with the propagation. How could that be?
History as we know it may be long gone, but people's memories remain preserved in the memories. If we can master the technique, we'll be able to pierce through time itself and salvage the past from chaos.
Is this Memoria? Every disaster brought by the swarm was accompanied by countless sacrifices. Some names were remembered, but others were not only forgotten, but betrayed.
What are you doing? I am not your enemy. Indeed, our true foe is that abominable fate. But why? Why? Easy, child. Your struggle only adds to the pain. The strike I just delivered, dishonorable though it may be, did not miss. Here and now, your death is certain. But I was clearly helping fight against the swarm here. Indeed, as the swarm ran rampant, a Glamoth knight passing through joined the battle without asking for anything in return. Truly admirable. But have you ever wondered why, right after that, the infestation only grew worse? Could it be the Glamoth Knight, born to purge the swarm, turned out to be a path strider, walking the path of propagation? The sweet dream has never been tainted by the propagation. You brought it here, and only your death can remove it. How can this be? I can't leave and never come back here. I can't die. I don't want to die. That's precisely why I said that strike wasn't honorable. I explored your secrets for the sake of the sweet dream. But striking you down, that came from selfish desires after glimpsing eternity. Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow. And once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. How could anything golden abide in glory forever? You shall become my darkest crime in the beginning of a great undertaking. Your remains shall become the foundation for eternal paradise.
You're quite familiar with the Memoria, so you should be able to tell whether this memory is fabricated or not.
Laying the foundation for eternal paradise? At that time, she was trying to escape her own destiny. But when the swarm was discovered on Penacony, she didn't just stand idly by. Even though she died while fighting against the swarm, it wasn't destiny catching up with her again. It was her own choice. Because, like any ordinary person, she had a conscience and knew compassion.
Is she your friend?
many moments, looking at her is like seeing myself.
I know it won't undo what's been done, but I'm sorry. No matter what purpose the Dream Master has, it doesn't give him the right to sacrifice anyone. I promise you, when all of this is over, regardless of the outcome, I'll tell everyone about her deeds. She deserves to be remembered by the sweet dream.
Thank you.
But there's one thing I don't understand. Even if the Dream Master is after the power of the propagation, there are plenty of swarms left in the cosmos. Why resort to killing?
That's exactly why we came to find you. With the Charmony Festival about to begin, it can't be a mere coincidence that the Dream Master is pushing forward with his various machinations now. And you were chosen to perform for the Harmony. Whether you're aware of it or not, you must be absolutely crucial to his plans.
I see. You want me to become the conduit to retrieve the past from the memory zone? What exactly do I need to do?
I'll need to temporarily take a piece of your memory. By letting it stir out the memory zone, I can follow the flow of memoria and burn a path through, retrieving scenes from the past once again. Whether I succeed or not, I'll return your memories to you safe and sound.
Let a cremator access my memories?
I also think it's too much to ask. If you deem it necessary, you can use tuning to leave a safeguard in our minds, preventing any ulterior motives.
There's no need. Let's get started. May the harm that befalls you never lead to your downfall. This is a blessing that has been passed down through the family for generations. I don't want all trust to be built upon mutual threats.
So this is what star power looks like. You've even made me a little starstruck. All right. Looks like we got lucky. Oh? What's this? A piece of worm-eaten oak?
Found something new?
This time, I'm afraid we've uncovered quite a disaster. Let's go see it with our own eyes.
Nothing but lies, my dear. Hiding behind the title of a memo keeper? Tell me, how long have you been lying to them?
You really seem determined to savor those unforgettable moments, don't you? Be smart and take it. I don't have time to entertain you right now.
Oh, because you're busy. Pretending to be a Stellaron hunter?
Who are you talking about?
Quite the clever move there. Miss Firefly, if you're willing to take my advice, why not take a trip back to reality? Ask that silver wolf lady carefully who your true companions really are.
How did you...
All right, you. Still can't help sticking your nose into everything, huh?
Who exactly are you people?
She's just a cremator who manipulated memories and pretended to be a Stellaron hunter's companion. She fooled all of you.
What about Miss Firefly? Is she alright?
She might get lost in the memory zone's turbulence, but don't worry. She's quite something. She'll only be stuck there temporarily. I'm here to bring you back to the Oak family. Mr. Sunday is worried about your safety. He tasked me with finding you in the dreamscape. As for this Dahlia, she cannot be trusted. To extract specific history from the memory zone through just one memory. While there might be memo keepers capable of such feats, they certainly wouldn't be mere pathstriders.
Seems you've been watching for quite a while. Yet you only show up fashionably late when we're about to make progress. Who's the untrustworthy one here, I wonder?
Save your excuses. I bring a message from Mr. Sunday that will prove my identity.
Just a message? Don't you find that a bit ridiculous?
Let's give it a try. It's only 2 words. Charmony, Dove. I don't know the details, but Mr. Sunday said you would understand.
Indeed. Unless it's an extreme situation, this is enough to earn my trust.
The IPC, Astral Express, and now you're even taking assignments from the family? My, aren't you popular? But you just had to choose the path of your own demise? Back then, I not only kept Lady Acheron's secret, but also left you with your life intact. You're that eager to rekindle our past.
Well, you are the Dahlia, after all. I have to keep an eye on what kind of trouble you're going to stir up next. I've been questioning this for a long time. How could Destiny's slave possibly accept someone like you, whose very nature is betrayal?
And what's the deal with the Stellaron Hunter?
Let's get somewhere safe first. Then we can talk. She's too dangerous for us to let our guard down.
Many thanks.
You've gotten more composed. Or have you just gotten slower? She's already left this area. There's no way we can catch up to her now.
Catch? Why would I chase after her? Arrogant swan. If I didn't take her memories just now, then what exactly did I do to her? I might as well tell you. I planted a spark of the cremator's fire in her memories. It will spread silently, and in an instant, it will burn away all her memories of seeing me. She'll believe she was never here. The suspicions that have already taken root in her mind will also gradually fade away. No matter what she has discovered, the moment she attends the Charmony Festival, she'll revert back to that good child who was born to walk on the Order. You're the one who's run out of time.
I see. Not a member of the Everflame Mansion, and definitely not a Stellaron Hunter. Your true ally is the Dream Master.
Oh, aren't you clever? How about a little reward for that?
Cut the act. Even with your usual reckless methods, you can't handle me alone.
You're right. I can't do it alone. But I rarely feel lonely anyway.
would go this far for an ally.
What can I say? I'm just that trustworthy. If he hadn't done that, how could my control over Memoria far exceed that of ordinary memo keepers? Let alone allow me to tamper with the Stellaron Hunter's memories.
Unfortunately, you lost your composure in your euphoria. In the dreamscape, I might not be your match. But if I want to leave, you can't keep me here.
Harsh words. Want to test that theory? It's easy to throw away a flower, but the fragrance lingering on your hands won't fade so easily. I can be quite persistent, you know. Even if we rekindle what once was, I remain unchanged. Run faster. I love watching people resist. Love watching them flee. Let's savor this moment a bit longer. After all, for us, this will be an incredibly crucial moment. No matter where you run, I will always find you. I have the numbers advantage. You have no chance of winning.
I don't want to use a cremator's tricks. Not that I can't.
I knew it. Your ever-shifting morals. Never changed.
Where do you think you're going? After putting on such an elaborate show, won't you stay for a little chat?